Good evening, YouTubers. Tsquare with Tsquare Talk. So I'm kind of still separating out this collection a little bit that I picked up. This is some of the stuff that I believe ranges between the $15 and $20 area. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of show you guys what I got. This was all part of that big collection that I picked up. This is the stuff that I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I can only estimate rough prices. Some might be a little under, some might be a little over, but I'm kind of categorizing stuff in like a $5 grouping, $15 to $20 grouping, and then some of the best stuff. And then I showed you guys all the sets already in video one. If you haven't seen all the videos, go back and check them out. Start at video one, and I'll put the links in the description for the whole collection. So that way you guys can break down what you guys think and leave me a comment in the details. Now, right now, silver's trading roughly $14 for face value, 14 to 1. So we're going to take a look and we're going to see what you guys think about these sets. Now, some of them might be, when you get like something like this, I think that's something hard to get to, you got the Walker, you got the Standing, and the Merc, then you get the nickel. You got to give some kind of compensation for everything. It's not all silver. Obviously the penny's not silver, the nickel's not silver. The stamps, different little things. I kind of got to rough it when I try to calculate where I stand on collections. But we're going to go through and we're going to take a look at these real quick. First, we're going to fly through them real quick and kind of let you guys just kind of look. So right here, it's a set of dimes. It's pretty cool. It has a dime from every 10 years. So it starts out with the Barber dimes, then it goes on to the Mercury dimes, then the Roosevelt silver dimes, and then the junk silver dimes. I mean, literally junk. The junk that we use today in our everyday money. The next thing is the 64 Kennedy, and so you got a 40% Kennedy and a 90% Kennedy. It actually says 64 Kennedy. I'm guessing somebody swapped that out, which is pretty interesting when I'm thinking about that. I don't know if someone didn't notice. It is a 67, not a 64. So, but just, you got to pay attention to that stuff. Every once in a while, I do get burned on stuff. One of these sets basically was in what looked like silver. I counted it real quick, and then when I went back, I was like, ugh. I took it as a silver set, and it wasn't silver. It was a 1981. They were just a proof set. So I was like, but it does happen sometimes where you get burned. Now, this is pretty cool. It's got the 64, and then see what that other one's just an 84. So you got one silver half in there. That one, you got the stamp. When you get into the stamps, it's hard to say what the stamps are worth. They are in nice condition. There's a bunch of stamps in this collection. Right here we have basically a 64 set. So the quarter is going to be silver, the dime silver, the half is silver. Underneath it, another one, and another one. I mean, I think safe to assume, I don't know, they might be a little over. The halves are in nice condition. It's hard to say. I mean, it really depends on the person that gets it. Some people like them when they're really in sharp condition like that. And I'm not saying that you can't find them cheaper. You probably can if you look around once in a while. You will pick up one of these maybe on the lower end. I've been lucky and found nice coins at below spot even. So, but I believe silver's going to go up. So, I mean, you can't really go wrong. Now the next thing is another 64 set. This is 64 half dollar, a 60 on the quarter, and a 64 on the dime. Now the penny and the nickel, not anything special. It's over here. Let's see what this one is. Now this one right here, this is a obsolete collection, which is kind of interesting because the Washington quarter is not exactly obsolete anymore. The Merc dime is, but the Washington quarter, I guess it's obsolete when it's silver. But the Buffalo nickel and the Lincoln is pretty cool. And then let's come up here real quick. Let's take a look at this. Now this is pretty cool. This is a war set, a World War II set. It has some information on there. It has some really nice coins on there. So that's pretty cool. We're going to come back to this box at the very end, just so we can kind of keep panning through. Now on the back over here, we got two. It's a America's Most Beautiful. Basically, it has a 41 half and a dime and a 43 half and dime. So this was two separate little packs. Now these dimes get a little bit interesting because obviously I know some people right now are saying, how do you justify $15 estimate on 4 dimes and a stamp? It really can't. You know, it's one of them things that, you know, it's probably a little less on that. It most likely maybe $10 on these. I just had to categorize it somehow, and I can't really put a value on the stamp. I mean, I don't really see 3-cent stamps anymore in a great condition like this. Stamps got to be worth something, especially when they've got the Kennedy stamps and that type of stuff. So, I mean, the Kennedy stamp, those 5 cents. But it's pretty interesting. Now, especially this one I'm not as fond of. But like the next one down, I can kind of justify that on Mercury dimes because Mercs, people like Mercs more. I've never had a problem letting Mercs go for $2-3 a piece. A lot of people will pay that because they like the Mercs. You don't find them that often. When I see them at flea markets and stuff, usually they're running like $5 each. And the books usually justify a higher price on a Merc as opposed to a Roosevelt. So here we got another Merc dime set. And then the next one, and also these are all in little plastics, which I really like the little plastics. I'm kind of tempted to bust these things open somehow. Only because I like the plastics and I would like to put something else in them that I have in my personal collection. I suppose I can order them. I've been told I could order them. I've been looking for something to hold small coins about this size for a while now, but I just don't really know what to use or, you know, how I want to play that out. And then over here we'll keep coming down though. Here we have another Merc dime set with a stamp. Another Roosevelt dime set, but the Kennedy stamp is really cool on that. And then here we have another Roosevelt set. So now the next one, an American Series set, which I think is a pretty nice set also. You have the Walking Liberty $50 in the center, and you get the Merc dime and the nice quarter, Standing Liberty quarter. It's a great way to kind of teach kids to get them into coin collecting, and they can learn the names of some of these. Because I'll be honest, I'm horrible at saying Standing Liberty. I know that sounds weird. I should just get that in my head, but I tend to mess that up a lot. Some of my earlier videos, you might have even heard me call it by something else. I won't say it now because it's kind of embarrassing when I look back at some of my old videos when I started out more of a stacker, and now I'm kind of easing into being more of a collector, unfortunately. I say unfortunately because I like stacking silver. The next thing is a set of war nickels. So they are all silver nickels. It does have a sticker on there. I wouldn't value that at $23. I think the melt value on this right now is, let's see here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. You're looking at about $12 melt value if you were to melt them down. It is cool to have them all. And then underneath it is another of the same thing, as you can see here. For those of you that don't know what a war nickel is, it will have a little bit of a letter right above the dome on the back side. If you see that letter, see that has an S right there? That one has a P. When you see that letter, you know that they're silver. Silver is a good thing. So the next thing we have is, let's take a look at these real quick. If I move them a little bit here so you guys can kind of see them all. So I guess I'll show you 3 and then I'll show you 3 more. The top 3 we're looking at 64 Kennedys. 64 quarters, 64 dimes, 64 nickels, and 64 pennies. They're neat sets. They are silver, so a lot of people like that. I really like it, like I said, when they come in nice condition like this. So that's my thought process on these. And then now we'll look at the bottom ones, because some of the bottom ones are kind of cool. Now this one right here is another 64 set, so I will move that over there. But this one right here has a Standing Liberty, the $50. You got on the top, you got the Benjamin Franklin, you got the walking $50. You got your Merc dime. You got the other one has a 64 dime. Let me think here. 60. Yeah, that was okay. It's actually a 61. Just a regular silver Roosevelt. I like the bottom one a little better because I like the Indian penny and the Buffalo nickel. Unfortunately, these two have regular ones. So now right here, this is another nice set that I think people really will like, because it does have the Indian penny, has the Liberty nickel. You don't see the Liberty nickels that often. Same with the Barber quarters. The Merc. This has a Barber dime, and it has the Barber $50, which is, you know, a little harder to get. Now this one is just a 64. It's a all silver coin set. It has a 64 quarter, 64 half, 64 dime, and a silver nickel. So that's pretty cool if you're into silver like I am. This one is probably the least. This one has probably the least value. I mean, the quarters are both 64, but they're in horrible shape. The packaging is neat. It would have been nice if there were at least nice quarters in there. If I could open that up, if I knew how to open these up, I would actually probably swap them out with nice 64 quarters, not ones that are in horrible shape. I'll be lucky to get $8, $9 for that. This one right here now, this one easily a, this one I put in here even though I, just like some of them I estimated really low, I mean high, this one, you know, easily should pull $30, $40 on that. I think I estimated it at 30 or 35 when I did my bid calculation, because it does have all silver. So, and then we got two more things to show. So the next thing is the this is 264s, easily $15, $20 on this. You have the Kennedy stamp, has a lot of history on it, and they're both silver and they're both in awesome shape. So this I won't have a hard time getting rid of. And then we got this one right here. I didn't like this box, so that's the only thing on this one. The box is basically falling apart. We got the Barber dime, the Barber dollar, $50, the Barber quarter, the Indian head penny, and a Liberty nickel. So this is a really nice set. Should easily be able to pull 20 on this with no trouble at all for this. This is a nice, I think this is a really nice set. Has some good history, it's some good pieces. So, and as promised, we will open up this case next. This is going to be an opinion thing on where you stand on this. I like it, but I talked to another friend that he's like, it ain't really nothing special. So let's open it up and take a look at it. I'm going to end up clearing the rest of this stuff to give me some room. Just kind of a last minute, show you guys a little of everything. Let me know which one was your favorite. I love hearing what one people likes the best. Kind of helps me out when I'm evaluating stuff, when I hear your thoughts on it. And who knows, down the road we do a giveaway. There's a lot of little things that I look at when I do giveaways on what people like. I mean, obviously, you know, we've given away a bunch of W quarters on here because people were hot for them for a while. I haven't been getting any more lately, so it's kind of been slow with the W quarters, which is kind of killing me. Not being able to get the Texas ones. I don't know if it's because I'm ordering such large amounts of quarters and it's drawing attention, And they're hating me right now, so they don't want to send nothing good. But who knows what the reasoning is? So, with that being said, I'm gonna clear this stuff off, and we're gonna open up that little case right there. So, kind of get a little my little thumbnail here. Okay, so this is what was in the box. It is a casino set of tokens. It's not really what fits into my collection, because I do focus more on silver. But it's not real gold, unfortunately. If it was real gold, it would fit perfect into my personal collection, but it's not. But let's take a look at these coins individually, and you guys can let me know what you think of them. So, I mean, it looks like we got a largemouth bass here, which is pretty cool. Up here we have a duck, and then we have a buck, and then over here we have a, what would you call that? Let's see here what that is. Some kind of stork, I guess. Yeah, I guess I'd say a stork. But I think it's a nice set. I should be able to end up pulling a $15 trade value with it. Or give it away in a giveaway or something like that. So I thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you made it all the way to the end, put 2 dots at the end of your comment. Put 2 periods instead of 1. I like seeing who made it to the end of the video. It's always interesting, because I know sometimes people will start watching it. It also helps me know what's going on with my content. Sometimes my watch times are up, sometimes they're down. That way I know what's boring and what's not. So if you make it to the end, leave a couple dots on the end for me. And definitely leave a comment and let me know what you guys thought was the best. I love reading y'all's comments. That's about my favorite part of YouTube, is reading the comments. So I thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys again on Tsquare Talk. If you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys again. Oh, if you can, hit that like button too. That does help out. That helps get the videos out there and more people to see it. So I thank you guys for watching, and you guys have a great night. Take care, guys.